Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today we're taking a look at this brand new 2023 Ford F-150 Tremor. This particular Tremor has the 402A package finished in Avalanche Gray, which is actually a brand new color for 2023. Again, this is the 402A version, so that's just the high package of the Tremor, meaning the truck is fully loaded, fully equipped. And we're going to take a quick walk around the outside of this Tremor. We'll start here with the front end, where we do have the adaptive LED headlights and also the LED fog lights down there at the bottom. Now the Tremor does get a bit of a unique front end. We have a different grille design with the Tremor orange accent, which is sort of a signature Tremor color. We also have the orange tow hooks down there at the bottom. And with this Tremor, we also do have the front parking sensors and also the 360-degree camera system there. So we have the front view camera, and in conjunction with all the other cameras it has, it will produce a nice 360 image, which is definitely nice for a truck like this, as they are, quite large. So parking maneuvers and tight turning, it'll definitely help. We also have the blacked out Ford logo there. And the Tremors do also get a unique hood. It has more sort of a sloped front end, and we also have these little hood vents up there too. But if we come around to the side, also unique to the Tremor, we do have these 33-inch tall all-terrain tires. This is a General Grabber ATX. It sits on a 18-inch gray aluminum wheel. Nice all-terrain tire there. Now the Tremors do sit a little bit higher than a regular F-150 for to give it a little bit of a lift, just to get more ground clearance and that kind of thing. We do have the F-150 Tremor badge there on the side. And if we take a look at the mirrors, it does feature the side mirror spotlight. There's the side view camera, and we also do have the blind spot monitoring system up there in the corner of the mirror. Now, all Tremors are only offered as the Super Crew with the 5.5-foot bed, so you actually can't get a larger bed option or a different cab configuration for the Tremor, only offered as the Super Crew with the 5.5-foot bed. We also have the Tremor logo there on each side of the box. I'll give you a look at the rear suspension here. Very similar, although Ford does use a Tremor unique strut. And again, it does sit a little bit higher as well. Now with the 402A package, we do have these beautiful LED taillights here, and it does have the darkened sort of housing that Ford does use on the Raptor as well. So they actually borrowed this from the Raptor. Nice dark look with the LED taillight. But if we come around to the back end here, we do have the F-150 badge stamped in the middle of the tailgate there, and also the Tremor badge off to the right, again with the sort of Tremor orange color. We also do have a dual exhaust back here with some rear tow hooks, Class 4 hitch receiver, which does include 4 and 7-pin connectors. And we do also have the rear view camera, as well as the tailgate LED. And we do have the power tailgate option, so it does go up and down power operated. You can either use the key fob. There's also a button inside you can use as well. It does include the tailgate step with the tailgate work surface here. This one does have a factory drop-in liner, and we do have the 2-kilowatt Pro Power Onboard system. Now, if you're not familiar with Pro Power Onboard, it's basically an onboard generator that uses a massive inverter system to give you 2,000 watts of usable power here in the bed, and there's also additional outlets inside which do have a higher power draw as well. But moving on here, we do have LED box lighting and also lots and lots of tie-down points. And if we take a look at the interior of this F-150 Tremor, now with the 402A package, again that high package, it does include these beautiful leather seats, and of course they are fully tremored out. It has that orange sort of accent color, and also the Tremor badge there on the back. Very comfortable seats, very good looking seats. They're fully power operated. They're also both heated and cooled, driver and passenger. So again, very comfortable seats. If we take a look at the door panel, we do have some nice leather here, again, accent stitching along the dash here. We also have, of course, power controls for your windows, mirrors, locks, all of that. But we also do have 3-way memory that not only works for these seats, but also the power steering wheel and the power pedals. So everything's power operated, and it does work in conjunction with the memory function. We do have the 18-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Absolutely phenomenal sound system. Over 1,000 watts of power. It's one of the best in the industry. We also do have the tailgate release back here, all the lighting controls, and also the Pro Power Onboard. But if we step inside, take a look at the key fob. So we do have a keyless fob, and that does include the remote start system, as well as that tailgate release on there. And push button start. And powering this F-150 Tremor is the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine, which makes 400 horsepower and a whopping 500 foot-pounds of torque. Very, very powerful engine. And it's actually a very quick truck, which is, I guess, just a result of having so much power. And that runs through a 10-speed automatic transmission, lots of gears, perfect for off-roading. It has a nice low aggressive first gear, which gives you lots of good low-end torque. And of course, Tremors are all four-wheel drive. But we'll start here on this nice leather-wrapped heated steering wheel. We also have that Tremor accent stitching there on the inside. We do have the adaptive cruise control system with lane centering, so this truck basically drives itself. Adaptive cruise control is definitely nice to have for sort of longer road trips. We also have the volume buttons down here, and we do have controls right here for the fully digital gauge cluster, which is another thing you get with the 402A package. That high package, you do get the fully digital gauge cluster. It includes all of the trip and fuel economy information, truck info, towing status, navigation, all the various phone and audio settings in here. So it's a very, very configurable gauge cluster, and it actually does change sort of the theme and the design with the drive mode. So we do have drive modes down here, and you can actually change, and it will change the look of the gauge cluster, going to give you a different appearance. We also have the hands-free phone operation, and as well as the track buttons. But if we kind of move away from the screen, we do have the Sync 4 12-inch display. This is standard with the Tremor model. We're here in the audio, which does include Sirius XM as well as Bluetooth. So we do have satellite radio. We have all the phone settings down here, built-in navigation, and we do have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now it's wireless, so it's, you don't have to worry about fumbling around with a cable or anything like that. And on top of that, we actually have a wireless charging pad down here, so you can wirelessly charge your phone and wirelessly use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So again, you don't have to worry about cables. Everything's wireless. It's perfect for convenience and something like that. We also have all the various settings in here, vehicle hotspot, that kind of thing. And in the feature section, we do have a bunch of stuff in here, but I'll try to quickly go through it. So we have the Pro Power on board, again, 2 kilowatts or 2,000 watts of power. You can turn the system on, and it will actually automatically kind of bring up the RPMs a little bit, just to kind of give a little more power to the inverter system. We also have the Trail Turn Assist, which is actually a feature that was first introduced for the Raptor model. I'll give that a quick read here. You can kind of read that through. We also have the zone lighting, driver assistance features, towing, all that. Lots and lots of information in this screen. It's a very, very, very nicely designed screen. Ford really did a great, great job with that. We also have the camera system up here. This is the 360 camera, which does come standard with the 402A package. And we can click this button here and cycle through a bunch of different views. There's actually a camera in the bed that you can use, which is nice if you have cargo back there. You can kind of keep an eye on it. We also have trail control up top, which is basically like an off-road cruise control. It allows you to set the speed to a very low speed, like 1 or 2 kilometers an hour, and it will automatically maintain that speed. So it allows you to focus just on the steering when going off-road. And as I sort of briefly mentioned before, Tremors are all 4-wheel drive, and being the high package, again that 402A, we do have the addition of 4 automatic, which is kind of nice for like more slippery conditions. It will automatically distribute power where it thinks it needs to on the front end, so it's more of a slippery mode condition. And we do have the locking rear differential. And the climate control system here in the middle is dual zone, and it does feature the automatic function there. Again, heated and cooled seats, as well as that heated steering wheel. We do have wired connections for USB A and C, so you can plug in your phone if you need to. And again, there's that wireless charger. Now, the 10-speed automatic does include the select shift capability here on the side, so you can manually select gears if you're going off-roading or maybe towing. You have that capability there with the 10-speed, and we also do have the interior work surface. So what we can actually do is fold the shifter down. We do have a little bit of a handle here on the back. You can actually flip the console the other way, and now you have a nice flat surface here. You can throw a lunch on here, a laptop, do some work. So super nice. You have a nice flat surface that you don't see on any other vehicle. And just like the bed of the truck, we do have more outlets. So there's a 120 volt 20 amp, which is basically what you would see in your house. And then we also have a 12 volt connector, so we can keep everything charged up with those ports there. We also have a dual glove box, lots of storage. And lastly, up top, we do have the auxiliary switches, as well as the twin panel panoramic sunroof, so we do have that optioned in with this particular Tremor. And if we take a look into the rear seat of this Tremor, again, only offered as the Super Crew with the 5.5-foot bed, so there is no other configuration you can get for the Tremors, at least for the time being. But again, with the high package, we do have these nice leather seats back here with the Tremor branding, and again, the Tremor color, which is sort of that orange gold color. We do also have the ability to fold these seats up, so we do have a nice flat load surface back here, and it is uninterrupted flat floor. There's no unevenness or undulations in the floor. It's nice and flat, so you can throw some tools or even your pets back here, whatever you want to do. It's very, very easy. We do have the box link cleat system, which does actually give you additional tie-down points back there, so you have basically an endless amount of tie-down points if you were to tie down some cargo. We do have Tremor branded carpeted floor mats, but we do have the rubber floor mats, which is definitely nicer to have, at least now that we're in our winter months. So nice rubber floor liners back here. But if we fold this back down, we do have rear heated seats. So these seats are heated for the outer seats, that is. They are heated, and we do also have a bunch of outlets back here. So we have another inverter outlet, USB, and also 12 volt, so we can keep everything charged up and no problem at all. And of course, we get a nice view of that panoramic sunroof. So if you're interested in this particular F-150 Tremor, it is for sale here at McPhee Ford, so feel free to give us a call, or you can visit us at mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next video.